Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
First carry here for Todd Gurley. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
A gain of a yard.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown.
Julio Jones. 68 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
For the point after.
We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
The ball carrier.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Ready. On first down, it's Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, 49 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the...
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. He'll drop to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Cook, the ball carrier.
So you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. back to throw. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll set up to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 39 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Falcons 14. Vikings 7. Bradley Pinion.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Tackle by Emmanuel Mosley.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Vikings 7.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That's a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. From a
defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And they'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And this is caught for a touchdown. Hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Off the RPO, he completes it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Now Gurley. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They're going to look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons push further out in front. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Vikings 7. Sterling.
Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
First down, Falcons.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging them.
He's got him in. Complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Damian Ratley, 85 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
For the point after.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Bradley Pinion.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About It's set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Complete.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. That was signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the over Anthony Barr. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. A 10th carry in the game for Cole. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now left side on the swing pass. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
On the carry.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
It's caught outright by Graham. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Falcons.
Here's Gurley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Taken down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. He's at the 30. 10. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Falcons 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Gurley. Somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw to the right side and complete to Hurst. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st down, Atlanta.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taking it all the way down to the 8. A big play there out of Cook. 48 yards on the ground.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Falcons' 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They try again with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
At the 25-yard line, the Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
And out. 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And some room to run now. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it. Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Steps away to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Back to throw. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead is now 24.
The score, Vikings 45, Falcons 21.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Falcons.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for two. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Again, it's Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, Cook. No gain on the play there, second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout
A loss of 9.
As they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd down.
As he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Hayden Hurst. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll look to throw here. That'll be caught, hauled in by Christian Blake. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Minnesota, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Take a shot for the win, celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something, I can calm